Hey guys, it's me, Jennie Bee, and welcome to Connected Hearts. I thought we could do something different for Sunday. This is a visual novel that got really positive reviews on Steam. It looked really cute, so I hope you guys like it. I think we should get started. For those of you who don't know what a visual novel is, it's basically a video game where you read. An unknown place full of faces I can't identify. A tender smile directed at me. My lips say something that I cannot remember. I only know that is different from silence. Then my vision gets covered by smoke. A part of me is incinerated. Not my body, but my soul. Everything was lost without hope of ever coming back. And yet, I don't have the slightest idea about what it was. Well, that doesn't tell me much about what's going on. Interesting. Okay. I suddenly opened my eyes, completely confused. That strange dream forced me to wake up. I guess you could call it a nightmare, but it still doesn't feel right. It was different. Rather than a bad dream, I felt like I was watching a movie with characters, a climax, and an ending. However, there wasn't a beginning. Everything came out from nowhere, as if I had just missed the first act of a play. Sadly, just waking up, I had already forgotten almost all of it. Only my confusion and interrupted sleep are evidence that it ever happened. It embarrassed me to confess it, but I was never good at remembering my dreams. Anyway, there is no point on thinking about it anymore. After taking a couple seconds to clear my mind, I lazily look at the clock. It says 6:58 in the morning. It's just 2 minutes and the alarm will ring. I let out a sigh, feeling relieved at waking up. I really hate that sound, but it is necessary evil if I want to get to college on time. My apartment is completely silent. I'm the only resident, so if I want to hear some noises, I have to make it myself. Just a few months back, I lived with my parents, but I had to move when I got accepted into college. I don't really mind it, actually. It's very comfortable, and I keep in touch with my old friends thanks to the internet. Yeah, Facebook makes it pretty easy. Without saying a word, I get prepared and go out to class. College is only one subway trip away. I choose to study visual arts. My parents are worried I'll never find a job, but at least I would like to try it just because I like it. However, I should say that soon after my classes started, I got slightly disappointed. It wasn't exactly what I was expecting. I thought we were going to draw all day and learn about anatomy, different styles of shading, and other fun things. It turns out there are plenty of theoretical classes like expressing our feelings, communication, history of arts, and others. I don't regret it, but it is like a strain on your dreams. Anyway, I try not to think about it too much. Since the beginning, I knew it was going to be different, so a little more effort doesn't make much of a difference. True, just, other things other than drawing all the time. Classes feel short today. I hear the teachers talk and take notes like every other time, but I can't stop thinking about that dream. I think about it while looking at my necklace shaped like half a heart. I know somebody gave it to me long ago, but I can't remember who. I guess that's why I look at it, because both are lost from my memory. If I make a big effort, it seems I can remember a little of it, but it's like looking at a blurry picture. No matter how much I look at it or from an angle, in the end I can't make sense out of it. It feels sour, but is there no other choice than to give up on it? By the time I had made my mind, I had already arrived home. Without paying much attention, I opened the door and put down my bag at the entrance. I never expected any visitors, so there's no need to be tidy. Back home, that was an exciting day. Then I turn on the computer and I start watching an animated series. It may sound silly, I guess, but I like shows for kids quite a bit. Before I realize it's already too late. Lately I feel days are much shorter, but I guess it's my own fault for having so many distractions. I should have dinner and call it a day. Is that a volcano? I'm making a volcano for science. I'm ready to cook something when suddenly I hear the phone ringing. That's weird. I can't imagine who would be at this hour, except for those annoying credit card sellers. Good evening. Hello, Mom. I didn't expect you to call. Yes, I'm fine. Don't worry. Classes are going fine. Not exactly what I expected, but I like them. Of course not. I'm taking good care of what I eat. Yes, I also clean every week. So far, I haven't made any friends, but the course has just started. Yes, Mom, I'll keep that in mind. Good night. Say hi to Dad for me. I sighed just after hanging up. I just moved, and it seems that they're already missing me. But there's no other choice. This college is just too far from home. I loudly yawn. Suddenly, I feel very tired. Because of that dream, I couldn't sleep properly. I think it's better for me to go to bed now. Am I going to have it again? I turn off the lights and lay down, pulling the blankets up to my chest. I then stare at the ceiling for unknown minutes until my eyes finally close. Darkness guides me towards a deep dream. I leave this world, submerging into another. One that exists only for me and only inside of me. A place filled with eternal calmness, where no worry or problems exist unless I want it to do. Or at least, that's how it should be. Surrounded by endless white, in front of me there is a woman showing me her back. Someone I had never seen before. Her hair is long and golden. She's unspeakably beautiful. Even without seeing her face, I could know it, or rather feel it. Just looking at her back makes my heart jump and leaves me breathless. It even seems like the air around her is filled with a mysterious magic. It's not just a smell, but it is an energy that makes everything it touches more beautiful, as if nothing less than perfection was allowed before her. But who could such a person be? Why is she here? Hello? I ask in my confusion. At the same time, I extend a hand towards her, trying to get her attention. But of course, she can't see me. Gary. Yes, that's my name. I pause and swallow some saliva. I'm very nervous for no reason. What's yours? The woman is slow to answer, as if she had forgotten her own name. Alice? She finally said with a soft voice. I did not use a soft voice. Don't you think it is a pretty name? Well, yes. I feel stupid giving a short answer, but then I remember there are far more important things to think about. I stare deeply at her, still entranced by her beauty. She's shaking so much. Is she okay? Alice? Yes? She answered, still showing her back to me. Why are you here? My heart stops for an instant after I say those words. I don't know the reason, if it was fear or anxiety, but without a doubt I was expecting something big. Are you a part of my dream? I said, after noticing she was taking too long to answer. She was doing it on purpose. I guess I am, or maybe you are a part of mine. Her question left me incredulous. What did she mean by that? I'm sorry, I don't get it, I said while taking a step towards her. She shakes her head in denial. It doesn't matter. We are in the same dream. This dream is yours, but also mine. I can't say I fully understood what she meant. But even if we are in the same dream, someone must be the creator of this place, right? And in that case, you could say this dream would belong to that person. Kid, just drop it. You're in a dream. Anything could happen. You forgot it so easily, Gary. You left me waiting all day and the next day and then the following one until I had to come for you. She's so angry. Her face. Aren't you ashamed? My heart trembles after hearing those words. Suddenly, I feel chills run down my spine. What is she talking about? I'm sorry, but I think you are mistaking me for someone else, I said shyly with a weak voice. I feel terribly guilty, but I had never seen her before in my life. She must be confusing me with someone else, that is, considering this isn't all just a weird dream. No, It is you who is confused. I know perfectly who you are. Actually, I know more about you than you do. After saying that, she suddenly serves me her hand, holding a necklace with half the shape of a heart. It's just like mine. The woman sounds slightly angry. Meanwhile, I couldn't be more confused. This kid is confused all the time. My back feels cold, my hands are shaking, and my throat is dry. What? What are you saying? I finally muster up the courage to grab her by the shoulder. No, it wasn't bravery. I was dead curious. I wanted to know what she meant. And then you wake up. Alice turns around, but before I could see her face, she transforms into black smoke. The smoke slips through my fingers, dissipating until it disappears. For an instant, I could feel her warmth and softness. I had the same feeling as that of caressing a human hand, a hand of a woman. The sensation burns into my fingers, leaving me astonished. My mind is blank. I forgot how to even breathe from the surprise. Who? What did I forget? I should be more interested in knowing who Alice is, but really fills my mind with that question. It makes no sense. Suddenly I groaned for no reason. I felt like my head just got stabbed. It's like as if someone was hitting my skull from the inside, hanging my mind upside down until it drops all of my deepest memories. What did I forget? What could be so important? And then I'm awake. Are those people? That's so scary. It looks like aliens in the background. I'm watching over you, Carrie. We'll watch you sleep. It is at that moment that I suddenly open my eyes. I take a deep breath, filling my lungs with air. Then I set my hand on my forehead, feeling it covered in sweat. I quickly search for my necklace, finding it right where I left it. Then I look at the clock. It's 2:20 in the morning. There's still plenty of time before the sun comes out. I exhale, letting my anxiety go with my breath. This time I won't be able to sleep again, I'm sure of that. Well, maybe this is a good opportunity to have dinner, I say to myself jokingly. I'm not really hungry, but maybe eating something could distract me from that dream. I had just put my feet on the floor when suddenly I heard someone ringing the bell at the door. At 2 in the morning? What the heck? I can't imagine who it could be at that hour. I barely get visitors in irregular hours. I feel a chill run all over my spine. I wait a moment hoping the visitor would get bored and leave, but after a while it seems like it wasn't going to happen. Finally, I sigh exasperatedly and resign myself to see who it is. As I walk towards the door, I can't stop thinking that this is too weird. I'm afraid I would be lying to say otherwise, but unless I go and check it, I'll never know what's going on. I swallow my saliva, feeling it bitter when I'm in front of the door. My heart beats so fast that I can feel it in my throat. Then I take a deep breath, prepared to look through the peephole of the door. It's at that moment that I see a small envelope slide from under the door. I almost jump from shock when that happens. My eyes and mouth are open wide, showing me incredulity. Some of these words get me. I quickly open the door, finding nothing but empty air in the surroundings. There are no footprints or any other evidence of someone being there other than the envelope. If it wasn't for it, I would think I'm still dreaming. Only this dream, instead of being mysterious and calm, felt more like a horror story. Without second thought, I closed the door, making sure to lock it. I don't want any unwanted visitors tonight, or ever. Then I fixed my sight on the envelope. It's made of ordinary paper and has no sender information. The only thing it says that it is for me. I blink before carefully opening it. Inside there's a single sheet of paper with a drawing made with crayons. It's not very good, and it seems to be made by a small child. Human figures made with sticks and circles pretend to be a boy and a girl holding hands. Right next to the heart, there's something written beside them. Gary and me. That's not creepy. It's her, I murmured, my lips moving by themselves. My heart stops for an instant. I shake my head many times, unable to believe it. I cannot believe what is in front of my own eyes. I was just getting over the surprise when something else happened. I exclaimed, confused, looking towards the kitchen. That's because I chicken. I just heard a glass breaking. I live alone, I have no pets, and there is no wind. How is it possible? Did the glass just burst all by itself? Because that's what it looks like. I leave the envelope quickly to go to the kitchen to see what's happening. You should arm yourself. Once there, my face becomes pale, my body solid like stone, while my eyes look in disbelief at the glass shards into the floor. I almost faint at that moment. I don't know what to think. I don't feel safe anymore. I hold my breath for a couple more seconds until I notice a sheet of paper on the floor. I slowly get closer and pick it up, careful not to step on the shards. It's another child's drawing, a cheerful one, but at the same time weird. I can't explain it, but seeing that drawing makes me anxious. I shake my head. Rather, I think it is not the drawing itself, but how I found it, what makes it weird. There's something written on it. Why did it break? I didn't want to. Even if things fall, they shouldn't break without my permission. Don't you think that's weird? It's weird. Inanimate objects can't really ask for permission, though. I blink, confused. My mind is blank. What can I say at something like that? I'm reading an incomprehensible message that shouldn't even exist. However, I don't have much time to think about it. Suddenly, noises called my attention. This time, the sound of the shower in the bathroom. I feel a chill move all over my spine, slowly crawling its way. Instantly, my body is covered in ice. I can't move a single finger. I am frightened. The very idea that someone or something is inside my home when I'm supposed to be alone makes me shake in fear. The sound continues for long seconds, then minutes without any change. I simply ignore it, as if doing that was enough to make it go away. But no matter how long I wait, that never happens. In the end, I can only steel myself and go check. Alright, you guys. I'm going to end that here on that cliffhanger. Next episode, we're going to check out what's in that bathroom with you keeps messing up our property and giving us these notes. I mean, obviously it's Alice, but I don't know. Who knows? It could be something else. I hope you guys check out the next episode, and I'll catch you later.